will discuss physical properties of hydrogen as well as chemical properties. So what are the physical properties of hydrogen? First is it is a tasteless gas, no taste, colorless, no color, odorless, no smell. It does not help in combustion, but burns itself. It is a combustible gas, but does not help in combustion. As we know, for combustion we require oxygen only. Next is it is lighter than air. Its vapor density is 1. And one thing more about hydrogen. Hydrogen is neutral towards litmus paper. Neutral towards litmus, no action on a litmus paper. So these are the physical properties of a hydrogen gas. Now what are the chemical properties? In chemical bonding, we have discussed that hydrogen bond is the strongest bond. HH bond is the strongest bond. Why? Because it is 1s overlapping and 1s is close to the nucleus. So this bond is quite strong bond. To break this bond, high amount of energy is required. Its bond dissociation energy is quite high. Due to high bond dissociation energy, it is almost inert. It is almost inert, but it reacts with metals and non-metals under specific conditions at high temperature and high pressure required to perform its reaction. It reacts with non-metal as well as metals. First is the reaction with the non-metals. It reacts with oxygen either in presence of electric discharge or in temperature. High temperature is required, almost 970 Kelvin temperature is required. As a result, water molecule is formed. Reaction with the nitrogen. It reacts with nitrogen. It reacts with nitrogen at a temperature range of 600 Kelvin, pressure range of 200 atmosphere, in presence of iron catalyst, and molybdenum here act as a catalytic promoter. Iron is a catalyst, molybdenum is a catalytic promoter. To form ammonia, we can balance it. So 3 moles of hydrogen reacts with 1 mole of nitrogen at specific conditions to give ammonia, 2 moles of ammonia. This reaction is a Haber process. So what are the conditions of a Haber process? 600 Kelvin temperature, 200 atmospheric pressure, in presence of catalyst iron and in presence of molybdenum act as a catalytic promoter. Promoter means it promotes the activity of a catalyst, means increasing the rate of a reaction by decreasing the activation energy. So reaction with oxygen and reaction with the nitrogen, both these reactions are highly exothermic. Large amount of energy is also released. Next reaction with the halogen. It reacts with halogen to give hydrogen halide. Here we have X2. We have four halogens: fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. And the reactivity of halogen is, fluorine is most electronegative and most reactive. So at different conditions halogenation takes place. For fluorine we require dark. Fluorination takes place always in dark. Chlorination takes place in presence of sunlight. A little bit temperature is required because chlorine is less reactive than the fluorine. Bromine is less reactive than chlorine, so definitely we require now high temperature. And being least electronegative and least reactive, iodination takes place at high temperature and in presence of catalyst. Fluorination takes place in dark. Chlorination takes place in presence of sunlight. Bromination takes place in presence of high temperature. Iodination takes place in presence of high temperature, as well as a catalyst is required. That is complete halogenation, reaction of halogens with the H2. Next is reaction with the metal. High reactive metals like sodium, potassium and calcium reacts with hydrogen only on heating. Again, temperature is required, or we simply heat the hydrogen and metals. It reacts with calcium to form CaH2, calcium hydride, and its common name is hydrolith. It reacts only with the high reactive metals. Next reaction with metal ions. It reduces metal ions to metal, and as a result hydrogen ions are formed. These are the reaction of hydrogen with metal and metal ions. Next reaction is reducing nature of hydrogen. In this reaction, copper oxide is reduced to copper. And hydrogen is oxidized to water. So role of H2 is here is a reducing agent. Right? It reduce metallic oxides to metal, metallic sulfides to metal. For example, we have So we can say hydrogen act as a good reducing agent, strong reducing agent. Next, in organic chemistry, we have studied hydrogenation reactions, conversion of unsaturated to saturated hydrocarbons. That is again reactions of hydrogen. By the addition of hydrogen in presence of nickel to unsaturated hydrocarbon, we can obtain a saturated hydrocarbon. For example, we have ethene. This is ethane. Now we obtain ethane. Simple addition of hydrogen in presence of catalyst. Catalyst is playing a role of a surface provider only. Catalyst provide surface so that hydrogen gas is adsorbed on the surface of a metal. Even alkynes are directly converted into alkane by the addition of 2 moles of hydrogen. Reactions are hydrogenation. Even it reduce aldehyde to alcohol, alcohol to alkane. Again, this is reduction aldehyde to alcohol. And in industry, vegetable ghee is prepared by the addition of hydrogen in vegetable oils. So these are the chemical properties of hydrogen. React with non-metals at specific conditions, react with metals, reacts with metal ions, act as a reducing agent, and in organic chemistry, hydrogen can be added to convert unsaturated hydrocarbons to saturated hydrocarbons, and it reduces aldehyde to alcohol, alcohol to alkane, carboxylic acid to aldehyde. That is complete for chemical properties of hydrogen. In next lecture, we will understand hydrides, compounds of metals and non-metals with the hydrogens. They are called hydrides. Thank you.